A brand new bloom? Nope. Lunar-Bloom. Meet Nefer, a leaked 5 dendro catalyst who might rewrite how bloom comps work. If she is broken with Nahida and Nilu. Hey travelers, welcome back. Today we're breaking down everything we know about Nefer's kit, how Lunar-Bloom differs from Bloom, and whether she actually works with Nilu and Nahida. Spoiler: it's complicated because these are leaks and leaks are subject to change. Leaked sources show Nefer as a 5-star Dendro Catalyst main DPS whose whole shtick is Lunar-Bloom. Her passive says, when your team triggers Bloom, it converts into Lunar-Bloom instead. Lunar-Bloom doesn't generate Dendro cores, instead it grants Nefer a stack of an internal resource. Leak calls it X. Hurry consumes Verdant Dew, and those stacks to fire a strengthened charged attack counted as Lunar-Bloom damage. Lunar-Bloom feels like Bloom, but instead of creating dendro cores, your DPS cycles resources for Nefer herself. Big implication: teammates that farm or consume dendro cores may not get the same benefit. If Lunar-Bloom removes dendro cores and funnels value to Nefer, that changes how classic Bloom comps scale. Teams that rely on dendro cores, Hyperbloom, bountiful core interactions, etc., may lose some synergy. Nefer could be more of a self-funded Bloom DPS rather than a support-driven one. Now the main question: can Nefer work with Nilu? Nilu is the queen of Hydro Bloom comps. She applies heavy Hydro for consistent Bloom. So, can Nefer plus Nilu work together? Short answer: maybe, but with caveats. If Lunar-Bloom still requires a Hydro source to trigger Nilu applies Hydro to create the initial Bloom. Then Nilu can be a strong teammate to create Lunar-Blooms, but the resulting effect may funnel cores or stacks to Nefer instead of creating trad-style dendro cores that other teammates use. In practice, that means Nilu could enable Nefer's Lunar-Bloom uptime, but your team's intended beneficiaries change. Nilu would be supplying Hydro so Nefer can eat the value, rather than Nilu herself getting extra cores to exploit. Nilu equals very good Hydro applicator, still useful, but value may go to Nefer. Funny thing, I actually have a C1 Nilo that I got accidentally 2 years ago, and if Nefer's kit plays out like these leaks say, that C1 Nilo might finally have a new reason to shine, or get sidelined. Either way, I'll be testing it live. Can Nefer work with Nahida? Nahida is the best dendro applicator for many teams and usually helps Bloom comps by supplying on-field, dendro or off-field application. Community discussion around past Bloom metas suggests Nahida can be less optimal in classic Bloom comps if she's the only dendro applicator, because Bloom teams often want dedicated on-field dendro or multiple applicators. For Lunar-Bloom, Nahida's value depends on whether Lunar-Bloom needs on-field dendro application, or simply the presence of both elements to convert a Bloom into Lunar-Bloom. If Lunar-Bloom converts Bloom while still needing dendro application, Nahida helps. If Lunar-Bloom strips dendro cores and centralizes value to Nefer, Nahida may be less critical. That's the lowdown on Nefer and Lunar-Bloom, an exciting leak that could either be a Bloom evolution or a curveball that shifts value onto a single DPS. If you want, I'll test Nefer plus C1 Nilo as soon as she's live and drop a full showcase smash. Like if you want that deep dive. Subscribe for more leaks, builds, and live tests, and drop your own Nefer theories below.